So thank you everyone for joining our today's lovely session. So let's start our session. So I believe everyone is joining from Qatar. Some of them are joining from India and some of them from Canada, and we have US participants as well. So let's get into deeply. So before getting in, let me ask you a simple question. So if I ask you, if today is your last day, which would come along with you? Is it your body? Is it your wealth? Is it your possessions? Or is it your religion? Or is it your soul and the karma, the good deeds, the bad deeds? Which all things will come or accompany you if today is your last day? And just look around the room, pause for a moment, smile gently, and then reflect on this beautiful question. So, hi everyone, my name is Farzana Pasha Jahangeer. I'm a neuro mindset coach and a cloud engineer and an upgraded to life coach as well. And today I'm going to talk about the spirituality and mind. Is it real or is it unreal? Let's deeply dig into this one. So today's session is going to be very interesting, and you guys are gonna share me, and I'm also going to learn along with you guys. So maybe you are experts than me, and maybe like my points may be valuable to you. Maybe your points are invaluable to me. I'm taking those points as well at the end of the day. So let's get into it. So today let us start with a beautiful story. I'm going to tell a beautiful story of 4 wives and a king. Okay, so the king, after living for a long time in his kingdom, he's going to leave from the kingdom. All right, so he is coming to his first wife. So I said there are 4 wives for the king. The first wife, he's coming to his wife and he's asking, will you also join with me if I leave the kingdom? So basically, the first wife is the body, okay, the king's body. And now the wife tells, I can accompany you till the cremation ground. So that means the body will leave as soon as you die. The second wife, the king comes to the second wife and he is asking again, will you accompany me till the last? The second wife is also conveying, which is your possessions and your wealth that you have earned in your life. It will also leave until you get cremated in the ground, right? So the same thing, the second wife is also saying, no, I am not going to accompany you till the last. Now the king is going to the third wife and is checking with her, are you going to come along with me if I leave the kingdom? The third wife is also saying no, because it's her family, it's his family, it's his relatives, it's his religion, whatever. So they are not going to accompany him. Now finally he comes to his fourth wife. He used to ignore this fourth wife throughout his life. Do you know who it is? It's about his soul, his karmic debt, that which we call as good deeds, bad deeds, right? So he comes to the fourth wife and he checks with her, are you going to come along with me? So definitely your karmic debts, whatever you have earned throughout the life, be either your good deeds, be either the bad deeds, whatever, is going to accompany you till forever. So what did you learn from this story? And your soul is going to be with you. Now just reflect, in throughout the life you have been taking care of your body, you have been doing all kinds of skincare routines, everything, right? But at the end of the day, it's about your soul, how you make your soul happy, and what are the karmic debts in the sense, let's break this karmic debt. This is very interesting topic, karmic debts, right? So when we talk about karmic debts, it's about the good deeds. So whatever good deeds that you have earned in the life, or whatever great things that you have done for others, like good, whatever you have thought for others, what you have like spoke, or whatever actions you have taken for others, come at the end of till your last point, right? So this is karmic debts. So if you have done good deeds, good things will come to you. If you have done bad deeds will come to you, obviously. Now that said, what is spirituality? Spirituality is all about what we think good for others, what we act or what we speak. Everything matters, right? So when everything, what we think, what we speak, what we act, everything is based on goodness, that's how much powerful the spirituality is, right? So it's about opening your path to self-awareness. Now, as we all know, we have two types of minds, right? Conscious minds and subconscious minds. Now, what I am speaking to you, the moments that are happening right now is happening in conscious awareness, right? So we don't know, some of the things that we don't know are really happening in the back, behind the scenes. Maybe it's your subconscious mind, right? So in subconscious mind, there are many things that has happened. Imagine or just reflect the body parts that you have, maybe evolved from your ancestors, maybe your great grandfather's grandparents, right? But then you don't know whose resemblance are you. Those things will help, like will, are not really matters, but then it's all about past and generations, right? So that time, this is a great questions to reflect. Who am I, or who are you, who are we? This is the time to reflect this basic question to ourselves. And now when we start reflecting on these deeper questions, this is about opening your path to self-awareness. Now spirituality, as I said, thinking, acting and speaking about good to others, and we are opening our self-awareness. And yeah, this is all about our mind, right? Mind and spirituality are really interconnected. So if I ask you, is mind is inside your brain, or is it linked to your brain, or is it separated from your brain? What is your answer? Let me know in the comment section. And now coming again, spirituality and actions, there is a point where dharma, which is the principles, the path to self-awareness, the dharma is what we have, what we have signed our contract with our divine creator, right? So it's about following those principles, following the contract to agree to. So when we have a contract, it's a mutual agreement, right? So we have to follow those principles so that the contract is valid throughout, right? So as we are human beings and we are here, when we talk about spirituality and mind, there comes real questions here. So when I speak about spirituality, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Let me know in the comment section. So when I talked about karmic debt, what are karmic debts? So karmic debts are like, there are negative actions from you, maybe you are taking positive actions, and now negative actions, what are the result? We have to face the consequences of these negative actions. So if we think good about others, we are really in the safe position. Now if we think like we are, let me tell you this fact, in this world more than 99% is beautifully going through, but then what we see in the social media is really different. The 1% that we see in social media is all about the negative stuff, negative emotions, everything, right? But then this is the beautiful part of the story. About 99% in the world is about happiness, is about good things, right? So if we really open our eyes and see all these things, we will come to know there are so many things happening in the beautiful way. Now just imagine if a mother gave birth to her child. Now if she is taking care of her child in the best way, she is feeding, breastfeeding her, she is making food for her or food for him, and then raising her child along with her partner. Now this all comes out of love, right? And I would say unconditional love. Now the love that I talk about is not about loving the child alone. It's about like we are doing this because of a great factor inside us. I would say it's about loving oneself. Also, it's about the contract that we have signed, the divine agreement that we have signed to follow all the principles that we have to do or we have to follow in this life, so that we get more connected, I would say, to our divine creator. So it's about loving our divine creator, right? And now that said, that we said the example of a mother and a child, and also between the couples, a partner, the husband and the wife, the relationship. We might have seen mothers who cook or who are throughout in the kitchen and they do everything for their family. You might have seen people, such kinds of humble souls, right, who are all the time in the kitchen. They are preparing the food, they are looking after their family, they are looking after their children. And now why are they doing these things? It's a link that we can see. If we see in the positive sense, the mothers are doing this out of love, out of pure love, out of unconditional love. And it's also not restricted to the child alone, not restricted to the whole family. It's also about the divine creator that is inside her. Or yeah, we all know our creator is like inside within us itself, right? It's about loving him. And also there are so many things, beautiful things. Even when I walk along the park here in Canada, so we have recently settled in Canada, and when I walk along the park, I have seen, literally I have seen couples who are really aged, and they walk so beautifully, gracefully, holding their hands together. Such great moments. Even if we see, no, it's kind of a different world within them. It's about the love, the pure love, the unconditional love. Alhamdulillah, that's a great moment. If you come across these moments, it's a blessing, right? And now again, if I take like for example, even if in my family I have been witnessed about this, my grandparent, my grandmother, who has got like 10 children, and she has raised 10 children along with my grandpa. That's something like raising one children, raising two children in this era is like a challenging one. But imagine, they have done this gracefully. Why? It's about connecting to her divine creator. It's because of I would say pure gratitude. I would say that's what I have witnessed. And now if you take the newspapers, the social media, you would have seen, you are literally seeing these things, right? Like all kinds of negative stuff. People are showcasing. Why? Because they are going for the fame, which is kind of like, I would say, the fame which is unreal, I would say. So it's about like, just imagine, do we have to be in that loop, or do you have to break that loop? I have seen people experiencing newses starting since the morning till night. Now that's kind of really, we have to think about why we have to be in that loop or not. It's not completely wrong seeing all this stuff. However, what we are feeding in our mind is complete negative stuff, right? And now what will happen if you feed all these kinds of negative stuff in your mind? The whole mind is getting corrupted, I would say. Now there are so many things to do in this life, in one life which you are blessed with. And if you are able to get to the path of self-awareness, who are you? Again, the question is getting repeated. Who are you? Why are you here? So this is about like getting deeper into spirituality. And when you analyze, or when you untie the knots of spirituality, you would come to know the real essence of life. And when you come deeper into this, you will see so many great things happening in your life. And even I have experienced mothers who cook all the time. I have seen people making chai. So if you are Pakistanis or Indians, you might know how chai or tea is the most outstanding, I would say, outstanding dish or outstanding drink in homes, right? So I have seen people, mothers who prepare teas for their husbands like around 5 to 6 times. Sometimes if we look in a different angle, we would think like, why do we have to do all these things, right? But then maybe those pure souls are doing out of unconditional love. If we see in that angle, we would come to know how pure the love is, how pure, how they are loving unconditionally others. So when we start loving unconditionally others, it's about like we are opening our path to self-awareness. And now coming again, when I see my mother, who who is a Tamilian basically, and she migrated from, I would not say migrated after wedding. My father is from Kerala, Palakkad, and she came all over from, like, it's not all over, she came from Tamil Nadu to Kerala, and she raised beautiful two souls, me and my sister. So it's about like leaving, it's very I would say it's very like, it's not sadness leaving our parents. Even my mother has been through this, right? So she has done out of a pure love. She wanted a great generation. She was looking for a future generation to be raised in the best way. She and my father together raised great two souls, right? Alhamdulillah. So that's something she has done, leaving her family, leaving her parents behind, but then focusing. It's not about leaving her parents entirely. It's also about like thinking about loving unconditionally. So this is, if we see this in a different angle, we would come to know how pure these souls are, how pure our mothers are, how pure our fathers are, right? Even my father, who in his young age he left his whole family and went to abroad, so that he wants goodness for others, right? So it's all about pure love he has inside for others. I have seen people who do everything for their brothers, and yeah, that's about like all about happiness. They see happiness in that, right? It's about their pure love inside. They are so humble souls. That's great thing, right? Alhamdulillah. And that said, my father, who left all his family and he was there for 20 years abroad, and he came back when I was in the grade 4. He came back to India. So it's all about like he came back, he left there because of pure love for his family. So if we think in a different angle, we would see the pure essence of love happening over there. It's they, why are they doing these things? Because they are getting, like, they are in the path to self-awareness. They are leading the life of legends, I would say, the leaders, right? So they are opening the path to self-awareness. They are getting connected to their creator. So why? Because as I said, there is a mutual contract. We have to follow those principles that we have signed in. If there is an agreement, there will be rules and regulations, the principle stuff, right? So when we have that contract, we have to follow this. If we break that, if we go against the nature, the consequences are severe. That's where the karmic debts come into existence. That's where, so if you have good deeds with you, these will come till the end. If you have bad deeds with you, if you store negative emotions of others inside you, these also will get with you. So if you have negative emotions, you might have experienced headaches, you might have experienced stomach pains. These things also will result in your physical body. So what is your thoughts about spirituality and mind? Let me know in the comment section. It's about digging deep, like we even in our subconscious mind, our ancestral footprints are still left, right? So that's how we have evolved, like even our organs or even our body parts resemble to our ancestors. So it's all about our subconscious mind, and subconscious mind is also, like, I would say, it's about virtual, like it's about, like, subconscious mind is also a concept which we have not seen, but then yeah, you have to go deep into it. So that's about the pure love, the unconditional love. And when you start thinking about yourself, and when you start thinking about yourself, I am healthy, I am beautiful, I love unconditionally. And when you start overflowing your cup, when you have filled your cup, when you start overflowing your cup, you will see abundant results in others as well. So that's it. If today is your last day, which wife will follow with you? Is it your wealth? Is it your physical body? Is it your possessions? Is it your religion? Or is it your good deeds and the soul? So it's highly important to make our soul happy. How to make our soul happy? We have to go deeper. We have to, even in all the scriptures, this is most this is my favorite thing nowadays, learning about the scriptures, and especially our holy Quran, and also the most Vedic scriptures. I'm learning about the comparative religion as well. So this has been my favorite things nowadays, and I would really love to know your concepts, your thoughts in the comment section. And that's it. We are going to wind up our today's session. Thank you so much for listening to my great talk. I would say whatever I have talked about. If you think that you, Farzana, you need to change this topic, or you need to include this one, let me know in the comment section. And I love you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you soon. Assalamu alaikum. Take care. Lots and lots of love.